You know how I said in my Pretty Little Thing haul, I bet I forgot something? I forgot this. I don't think I showed this in my haul, did I? I knew I'd forgot something. So, this face. So I put on my Instagram earlier whether any of you would like to see maybe me try out a full face with Primark makeup, and the answer to that was yes. So that is essentially what that video is. You can tell from the title. I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you. Yeah, essentially this video is me trying out Primark makeup. I say trying out Primark makeup. Some of these things I use every single day anyway, like religiously. Some of these things I really, really love, and they're cheap. You're not going to be spending a lot of money because they're cheap. Yeah, I basically just try out some new products that I haven't tested before. There are some really good bits, and there's also one that's just like, no, like, do not waste your £2.50, even though it's only £2.50. So yeah, if you'd like to see me do my makeup with some goodies from Primark, then please keep watching. The first thing I picked up are some makeup wipes. I've got the Cool as a Cucumber and the matte ones. I'm going to try the matte ones because, yes, so I'm gonna, oh shit, should I be putting this on my eye if it's charcoal? Let's have a talk about their foundations at the moment. Okay, some of them were like £12. I'm not spending £12 on a foundation in Primark. You can literally go to Boots and find one cheaper. So I picked one of the cheapest ones up. This is £2.50. It's called the Perfect Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage. Don't know if this is my shade. It's in the colour nude. Oh, it's thick. I'm sorry, but I did not get the beauty blenders to use with it because they're shit. And I know they're shit because I've had them and I dislike them so much, I literally gave them to my dog. Okay, it's not that bad. Smells very strong though, like very fruity. I don't know whether this would make some people's skin react. Okay, I know I look a little bit like a ghost right now, but I'm not mad at that, like, at all. The coverage is actually quite nice. The finish is nice. It says it's a matte foundation. No, I'm completely lying to you. It doesn't say that at all. Called the Perfect Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage, natural finish, moisturising vitamin E. Oh, is that what I can smell? That. It is medium to full coverage. It's definitely more on the matte side, I would say, than natural. Ignore what's going on my face because what the hell, but... Right, the next thing I got was a concealer. I've never used one of their concealers, not that I remember anyway. I can't open this. This is called the Ultra Longwear Concealer. It says lightweight, full coverage, hyaluronic acid, and I cannot open this. The applicator reminds me of the Revolution ones. It's not full coverage. Like, at all. Did that even do anything? I know it made the area lighter. I don't like this. I don't like this concealer. Yes, I really don't like this. After the foundation, I thought we might be doing okay, but no, absolutely not. I don't like this at all. Right, the next thing I got was a setting powder. This says Shine Control Velvet Matte. The colour Sand. I've used their powder before, but it didn't look like this. So, oh, okay, it really didn't look like this. Now, that is going to be really dark. Oh my god, that powder just went everywhere. Oh my god, that's so yellow. That's very yellow. I knew that would be yellow. Okay, so what I've been doing at the moment is only powdering my T-zone because I put powder products on the rest of my face. You know, highlight, bronzer, blush. I only powder my T-zone now, really. And then blot throughout the day. I get really oily. It doesn't matter what I do. My face needs blotting. I quite like that. If that wasn't so... that looks ridiculous. If that wasn't so yellow. Next thing I'm going to do is go in... Oh my god, I got powder everywhere. It's going with something I already own. And they still have these because I saw them today. So this is the foundation pressed powder. This is in the colour beige, which, believe it or not, look how dark it is. This was my face powder in summer. Now I'm going to use it as my bronzer, but I really like this. I also had a lighter shade as well, and I went through 2 of them. I genuinely do really like this because it adds some coverage. The brush that I'm going to use with that, I actually have like 3 or 4, but they are my favourite brushes ever for blush and bronzer, and they are the Primark Tapered blush brush. I love these. They're always sold out. Whenever I see them, I buy more. I also bought my friend one because I genuinely really like them. They're like £3 or £3.50. They're slightly tapered, but I just really like them. I'm going to use this foundation powder as a bronzer because it's obviously quite a deep colour. Actually, it's quite cotton, so I feel like it would be a good contour colour. And like I said before, the reason I actually like these is they give a little bit of coverage. Not much, but enough. I think if you applied them with, I don't know if they come with a powder puff when you buy them, but I think if you applied them with a sponge or a powder puff, you would get, you know, quite decent coverage. Right, they didn't have like singular highlights, and I didn't really want to go and buy a whole highlight kit because I have highlight kits. I don't need another one. So instead I brought this blush, which was £1.50, and it's in the colour Blaze, and it looks to be like a sheeny copper, like an actual true copper. So I thought this would kind of work as a highlight blush and a bronze. I don't know how much is actually coming off. Let's pop it. Oh, it is coming. I can see it. God, that looks a lot more orange on camera than it looks in real life. In real life, that actually looks a really pretty colour. It definitely pulls a lot more rosy on your cheeks than it looks in the pan. And also, it's not as sheeny. I kind of hoped there would be a little bit more of a sheen to it because I didn't get a highlight. So I kind of hoped that it would be a little bit more highlightery. Do you know what? I'm really happy with the base so far, apart from the concealer. I don't need anyone to tell me I haven't blended out the contour enough because that's how I like my face. Do you know what? We're not far off being done. Next thing, brows. So I get so many questions on my brows. I've had my eyebrows microbladed. I don't really do anything to them. Well, I don't do anything to them. This is brow pomade. I love a brow pomade. I really like the whole Instagram brows, even though I know that trend's kind of died out. I still really like it. A brow pomade is what I use. I don't like pencils. I don't really like anything else. I like this. The brush I'm using is a MAC brush, and I'm using this just because I know I love it. I've had this years. It doesn't fail me. It's really thin, which I like. I don't know if this is going to be a little bit warm. Okay. It's creamy. That's not bad at all. It's warmer than I'd usually go for, but to be honest, it probably matches my hair a little bit better. That's not bad. The next thing I got was a brow gel. I don't know how I'm going to open this. I can't open anything. In the colour brown. I think this is going to be a little bit light, to be honest, but we will run it through. Oh no! Spoke too soon, it's fine. One thing I will say though, I don't know whether there's almost like too much like pigment, which I know sounds stupid, but there's like I feel like I'm almost staining my skin a little bit with it, but these things can get quite messy, and I can see this getting quite messy. Right, the next thing I've got is a mascara. Again, oh my god, Primark mascaras I've used for years. Once you pay like £2 or £2.50 for mascara, I'm sorry, I'm not going back to paying like £8, £9 or like bloody £20 for a Benefit one. I used to have one that was very similar looking to this, but silver. Loved it, and I actually had a message from a girl today saying she can't find it anywhere. Neither can I. I've got this one at the moment. This is the one I'm using, which is called Amplified, which is kind of like the same packaging but rose gold. Can I find this in the shops? No. So I really like Primark mascaras, but they seem to keep discontinuing them. This is what the one looks like. I really like this, and I really like the silver one. Now I really like a kind of spidery lash. I like my lashes quite clumpy and as volumized as I can get them. It's not waterproof in the slightest. If you cry, this is going to go all down your face. Unfortunately, I seem to have cried this off many a time recently, but it does mean it's easier to get off at the end of the day. So, right, next is a lip liner. I feel like I've definitely heard some people talk about this. This is the lip liner in Toast or Toffee. Shit, I don't know what shade it is. One of the two. I really like their lip liners. I actually prefer them to the MAC ones, like hands down. This one is a really similar colour to Spice from MAC. And they're like, I swear when they first came out, they were like 60p. I think they're 90p now. I know, what a rip-off. Okay. I don't necessarily like overline them. I just go kind of like right on the border. So basically I do overline them, but do you know, I genuinely love the Primark lipsticks. Any of my friends will tell you that. Prefer them to my MAC ones. The ones I get, I don't know if they're, oh yeah, they're the luster ones. So they're quite creamy and I get really dry lips. So sometimes the MAC ones can just be too much for me. My favourites are, I can't open them, are Barely There, which is a really, really nude. Like loads of you are not going to like it just because it's a concealer nude, but I love that. And then my absolute favourite is Caramel, but I cannot find it in the shop anywhere. So I don't know if they've stopped doing it. The nearest one I could find was this one, which is called Fudge, which I actually don't have. So let's try this one. It looked similar in the shop, so we'll see whether it actually is. It's a bit more orange, but they never look the same. They all smell really nice as well. Okay, I don't hate that, but it's a little bit orange, so let's put a bit of this on. This is Barely There. I know I really like this because I use it all the time. Do you know what? I genuinely am quite impressed with this. I don't think this looks far off my everyday makeup at all. I'm impressed. I'm genuinely really impressed. That foundation was actually good. I liked that foundation. For like £2.50, what? If you have maybe any other brands or something you'd like me to do this with, preferably cheap because I'm broke. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you really like anything from Primark. Oh my god, if you love something, then please let me know. And yeah, share it with everyone, share the love. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you